The new season of Thomas is out.
Here comes Thomas!
Oh my god.
Hey you! Yeah, you! Did you know that this channel and its content are intended for older audiences, nostalgia junkies, and man-children Thomas fans like I am? Because you do now. Oh my god, guys, the new season of Thomas is finally out! I mean, after season 24, there wasn't really any news of an upcoming season for Thomas the Tonk Engine, and the fandom was kind of split about it. There was one half of the fandom that was thinking the show was over because no new season had been greenlit, whereas the other half of the fandom was happy that no new season had been announced or greenlit because they had felt that the show had lost all charm and identity because of the Big World Big Adventures era. I think it's safe to say that the Thomas community turned a bit toxic.
Like your ex.
But then something unexpected happened. Something that would bring the entire fandom together. Late 2020, early 2021. Mattel announced that Thomas was going through yet another change, like he hasn't had enough of them already. However, they stated that this wasn't going to be just a rebrand, in other words, changing something to suit the needs of the show. For example, again, the Big World Big Adventures rebrand, but instead rebooting the Thomas and Friends franchise completely with an all-new art style. What style that was unknown to us at the time, but no more than a month later, it happened, and the fandom lost their shit. I had an accident. Ladies and gentlemen, this here was the new rebooted Thomas the Tank Engine. And when I first saw him, I genuinely think it was the first time I'd gotten mad at something Thomas. This reboot was an all-new 2D version of Thomas that had an art style very similar to My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. It was also abandoning most of the show's deep lore and history, just so the season felt like a fresh new take on Thomas. Needless to say, the fandom didn't react well to this, and soon everywhere you went online, you'd see it. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, your front door.
Oh my god.
Hell, even I did a video on the topic, which, before I go any further, I would like to thank you all so much for the support on the first Season 25 All Engines Go video. And I know I've promised this video for a long time now, but better late than never, right? So let's dive in to the confusing world of All Engines Go. To take a quote from the Unlucky Tugs, I wish I could be a fly on the wall at Mattel's head office, because I seriously can't understand the thought process and decisions Mattel was making here. It was clear from the start that Mattel had no idea what Thomas was meant to be, leading to Thomas's big identity crisis. And that led Mattel wanting Thomas to be anything but a train. They really only saw Thomas as a giant marketing campaign to sell toys, and thus most of the show and movies included out-the-gate ideas like Thomas jumping a bridge to sell some dumb set, or making every new character say their name just so that they could have merchandise produced of them, never to be seen again, just to name a few examples. So Mattel wants a new generation to watch Thomas. Okay, that's fine. Adapting to the modern age to introduce a new audience to this iconic franchise. So why Mattel decided to pretty much make an entirely new train show that abandons all previous established lore and history that we've all known and loved for several years now, and then originally saying it was a continuation of everything previous, just not branded as a big world adventure. Note how I said originally. This is what rubbed fans up the wrong way the most. To the fans, this wasn't a continuation of Thomas. This was an all-new train show that used the Thomas characters. There were a few articles detailing the changes and what to expect, which in my opinion only added fuel to the fire. Then we got the leaked trailer and no one liked what they saw, including myself. I was not a fan of how the engines turned their smoke boxes like necks, and at first I didn't like the child voices. Nowadays, you might actually struggle to find the original leaked trailer on YouTube, as everyone that did videos about it or uploaded it to YouTube got their video taken down by Mattel. Possibly because the trailer used a copyrighted song called Follow Me, or what I think happened is that Mattel didn't want any negative backlash towards a product that they hadn't had the chance to announce officially themselves. And to be honest, it's kinda too late. August 24th, 2021. I woke up that morning. I made a coffee. I loaded up YouTube, and there it was. The first 2 episodes of All Engines Go. The show had started airing in South America, with Spanish and USA dubs of the episodes being uploaded to YouTube. So my son and I sat down and watched them. Now I was hesitant at first. I clicked on these videos ready for a cringe fest so hard that it would have brought Audrey back to life just for him to walk up to the head of Mattel and say, "No." And might I just say, yes, the show is very different. The voices, the characters, the stretchy rubber hose animation, no narrator. It was a lot to take in. But in all honesty, the animation style for the reboot, yeah, I hated it at first. But now I've got to give props to Nelvana Studios, the animation studio responsible for animating All Engines Go. Visually, it gets a pass from me. Sometimes the animation is a bit choppy and sometimes it doesn't line up properly, but apart from that, this is a cool 2D art style. Don't get me wrong, I can see why people don't like it. I think it's just because they're too used to what came before. Sure, the CGI models tried to replicate what the models looked like, but even the CGI models changed over the years. Some got rivets and handrails. A perfect example of this is CGI Rosie. When they changed Rosie from pink to red, I heard no one complaining about it. Mind you, I think we're dealing with a bit of a different beast here. What I'm saying is that some things aren't meant to stay the same forever. If you don't like All Engines Go, that's fine. You'll always have the classic series and the railway series to go back to. But leave those who do enjoy All Engines Go be. But what you might be thinking is, what do I think of All Engines Go? After the video I made previously talking about the initial reveal of Thomas for All Engines Go, do I still think Thomas is dead? No, not at all. In fact, I think it's the exact revival that Thomas needed. And I will say to you all with open arms that I, Hunter, Dieselworks123, likes All Engines Go. Firstly, if you look at this series as its own standalone series in canon, not a continuation of what came before, and go into it completely blind, well, not literally, otherwise you won't be able to see the show, then you might actually enjoy it to some degree. Secondly, the idea that small engines like Thomas and Percy are all kids, and bigger engines like Gordon and James are all adults, it's just a really nice touch and a welcome change to see. Thirdly, the voice acting isn't terrible, but not the best either. Yeah, sure, the little engines have kid voices and the big engines have adult voices, my favourites being Percy, James and Cranky. Mind you, Thomas's voice did grow on me the more episodes I watched. Same with Gordon. And I don't know about you, but Gordon's voice sounds very similar to how he sounded in Thomas and the Magic Railroad when he was voiced by Neil Crone. However, I did find it odd that they put all this marketing into Nia when she was first introduced, only to not give her an African accent in the reboot. But to be honest, I like her reboot voice better anyway. But now it's time for the episodes. As of the time of filming this video, these are the episodes I have seen. A Thomas Promise, Thomas Blasts Off, License to Deliver, The Rules of the Game, A Wide Delivery, Sandy's Sandy Delivery, Dragon Run, The Biggest Adventure Club, and Percy's Lucky Bell. And I will say now that I will be watching the rest of the show. Not only do I like the direction it's going in, but it's just more official Thomas content that's not those stupid Learn with Thomas segments or nursery rhymes. God, I hate them. The episodes themselves are fast-paced, comical, musical, and have many hijinks involved. Thomas is the main character in every episode, we all knew this, but his friends make up the secondary supporting cast paired up with Thomas in each episode. And I gotta say, the soundtrack for this series is banging. Even the theme tune, which is by far the dumbest intro and theme for a Thomas show, got stuck in my head, damn it. And dare I say, the adult references in this show are unstoppable. Sometimes the funnels are as hard as I am in the morning and then as flaccid as a windsock. Also, Gordon loves showing how much trunk is in his junk.
Gordon, they're minors! You can't hold your ass up and show them your crippled coupling!
Okay, I know I praised the animation earlier, but some of the facials and screenshots I was able to grab here is enough for a good night in. Whoa, Percy, you alright? Do you want a Kit Kat? The locations that are key to Soda are here as well, slightly changed however. We have Knapford Station, Tidmouth Sheds, Brendam Docks, Vickerstown Station, all places that any Thomas fan will recognise, and it's a good thing because it familiarises the viewers to Sodor in its new 2D form. Yes, Sodor no longer having British origins does suck big buffers, but in terms of All Engines Go, it's not essential to the stories.
I think we can safely say that All Engines Go is a new slate, a new canon, a new beginning for Thomas. Will it last? We'll have to wait and see. Would Audrey be happy about it? Probably not. Is Brett Allcroft happy about it? Not in the slightest.
And from her point of view, I can understand why. For those that somehow don't know, Britt Allcroft was the woman who brought Thomas to the TV screens back in 1984 with director David Mitton. So seeing what Mattel has done to her hard work with the reboot, which she and her crew worked so hard and passionately on just to be completely shelved, but like she said, we always have what she crafted for us to enjoy for years to come.
So overall, All Engines Go gets a pass from me. I like it. Definitely not as much as the classic series or the hit era, which is what I personally grew up with, but it's a modern take on Thomas that doesn't deserve nearly anywhere near as much hate as it's been getting. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Simple as that. As for the merchandise, there's a couple of clothing and school items available. There's these brand new motorised All Engines Go engines which look and the diecast push along range. Oh my god, these things are adorable. Will I get the All Engines Go merchandise? Yeah, probably. I'm a Thomas collector, and that spans all areas of Thomas's history. So when I start finding merchandise for it, expect reviews of them. So I'm now left with one final question left to ask you. All Engines Go and My Little Pony Friendship is Magic crossover. Thank you all very much for watching. I know this has been a very delayed video. I've promised for so long now. Yeah, just due to Moonbug Mattel taking down everyone's videos, I didn't want to risk anything, so that's why I've delayed it until now, for when All Engines Go is finally out and we're actually able to have a look at it. And just, again, I'm looking at this through a parent's eyes. I can see, I've got the proof that children do enjoy this show. So people out there that say that kids aren't going to enjoy it, I'm just going to say you're wrong. I've got physical proof here to say otherwise. But if you enjoyed the video, guys, please leave a like down below and comment your thoughts about All Engines Go, and also what you thought about this new style of video from me. I've decided to try and start doing these sort of comedy reviews. If you like them, please let me know and I'll do more of them. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get all notifications for when I upload. It really helps out the channel. Thank you very much for the support on the last All Engines Go video I did. Seriously, that is just amazing. Thank you. But until next time, guys, this is Dieselworks123 signing off, and I will see you all in the next video.